Brother Maynard, bring up the holy hand grenade.
1, 2, 5.
Freezer!
3.
Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
Here comes the danger up in this club. When we get started, man, we ain't gonna stop. We gonna tune it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing.
Yay! Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. You got really quiet.
I was waiting for you to do the intro and all that. I'm being good.
I know. Well, I realized I was pushing two different buttons at the same time.
Okay.
I didn't do it right. See, thank God this is only for one more day. Because I don't.
One fine day indeed.
I don't do so well. I'm not doing good on my own.
Help!
It's not fair. It's bad. It's not bad. It's a lot to keep up with one-handed.
I know.
Oh. What are you trying to rub it in now?
No, I'm just saying. I know.
All right. Well.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Hold on. I can try to turn my sound up now because I can't. There we go.
There you go.
That's a little better. Okay. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
It is Thursday.
Ooh.
Thursday. And it feels
Thursday?
like it feels like Monday.
Well, yeah.
Like really bad. Oh wait, I forgot to hit the transition button on Facebook. Sorry. See, I was looking at something else.
You didn't hit live on Facebook?
No, I did. But I forgot to hit the transition, so it's not just our logo.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm a moron.
Well, I mean, you're not a moron. You're a programmed machine, so.
Yeah, who can't do math, who can't hardly read.
Well, I mean, limited technology. That's all we're saying.
Again, a lot of time and effort was invested in the coding for to appear lifelike, and you have to kind of make cuts as you go along. Just saying.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just saying. You have to cut the lines when you can. So, speaking of,
are you saying that you're trying to cut the cord button?
I know, no, not yet. I'm not there yet. Not yet. Soon, but not yet.
Soon.
I gotta work to that point. Some days I feel I got it, and then other days I'm like, maybe I need to keep the training wheels on just a tad longer. So, anyway, thank you. It's Insomnia Slug over on Twitter. Pat's the AI. There, sweetie.
It's okay. It's okay.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Go pig. Go pig.
Go pig. All right. So let's get this party started, shall we?
Oh, yeah.
No. So, we all like convenience. You know,
sure.
In 2020, we are all about the
convenience.
Well, it's about convenience. It's about instant gratification. You order food. You want to roll through. You want to pop in. You want to grab it, and you want to, that's how you want to have. You want it instantaneously. You want it the longer videos are another way of doing it. God knows if you have to
pocket.
If you have to wait for a video
seconds.
on Netflix to download, man, the world is just
the world is a
vampire. Okay, it's kind of rough. So we've progressed in 2020. Some of the good things we've been able to accomplish thus far have helped us immensely to be able to save time, to be convenient.
Mm-hmm.
This one is also is set up in the form of a convenience.
Okay.
It is actually very, very convenient.
Sure.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Okay, what are we talking about here?
So a Miami plastic surgeon is offering drive-through Botox for quarantined residents.
I don't feel any sort of way with this one. And you wouldn't be able to tell by the look on my face either.
I know. You have a rather stone look on your face. It's just very solid.
Yeah, very solid and almost like a look of surprise constantly.
Yeah, well, it's not quite surprised, but it's just there's no emotion or feeling there, so it's
Yeah.
But anyway, we're continuing on. Michael Salzhauer, otherwise known as Dr. Miami, is running a clinic for injections in the garage of his Florida home.
Why?
Well, as you said before, it's
Why in his home though? Like, can't you go to your office?
Well, maybe he's quarantined too. You know, Michael Salzhauer or Dr. Miami, cosmetically an elective medical procedure was banned in early May amid coronavirus outbreak, according to Reuters. The plastic surgeon told Reuters that he came up with the idea when he was sitting in his car at a drive-through site to get tested for the Wu-Tang clap. Salzhauer said while waiting for a patient, quote, "The areas that we inject Botox are the upper face, exactly the parts of the face that aren't covered by masks. So it's really ideal." End quote.
Yeah, sure.
According to,
I'm fine with this.
Are you-
Honestly, I'm fine
you?
with this.
Are you?
Yes. No. Yeah. Don't care one bit about this. Like, if people want to go get their Botox poison in the face,
Yeah, but
go get your,
isn't that kind of the...
go get your botulism and be good. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, but what I'm
Look,
saying...
this guy's making money. He kept his business open.
No, yeah,
You know,
no, I don't fault all
His
that.
business is injecting people with botulism.
I'm just saying...
You know,
It
drive
does-
through, honk, honk, squeeze, squeeze, buh.
Oh God. No, I don't fault him for it. It's a great thing. I mean, it's capitalism, man. It's at
Right,
its
that's-
finest. It's a great thing to
sure.
do. You see a need,
People
you
want it
see a need, feel a need.
with botulism.
Which botulism. But I
What? What? This is atypical. You know, exactly what you said. This is capital. It's market capitalism. That's all it is.
no. It's the people getting it done that I'm having kind of
What?
a little bit of a drag with.
Why?
Well, because if you're quarantined,
Sure.
okay, whether self-quarantine because you're scared to catch something, or whether it is, whether it's you know, just actually having the Ronas,
Right.
is Botox really at the top of your list?
Well, some people do. So some Botox injections have been started to be done for more than just cosmetic reasons. There's actual medical reasons now where people get Botox. Like, I'm going to inject Botox right into this certain area in my face, and it stops headaches.
Okay. Well, no,
That sort of thing.
Well, because it causes pressure there and it pushes everything away.
And it also numbs the area because it's botulism, and that's not how it works.
Yeah. But that's kind of what I'm talking about, though. It's still Botox. This
but
particular guy is a plastic surgeon. He's not doing it to, you know, here, let me
Right.
help your headache, little girl. It's
Hey,
mama.
well, he might
Mama
be.
needs to fix her lips. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, you can't do the lips
Why not?
because you have a face mask. You can't do the lips.
Oh, that's right. Well, but
What he said.
my point is
Did you catch what he said?
I know what he said.
He said because of the face mask and where we inject the Botox,
Uh-huh.
it's perfect.
No,
That
no,
means
no.
he never removes the mask.
But you mean to tell me that nobody becomes aware of this and say he doesn't wear a mask? Because he does. They obviously, as a doctor, like he does, he's in full protective gear anyway.
Sure, yeah.
So you mean somebody's not going to roll up and be like, Mama needs a touch-up right there.
And he's going to be like, I can't see your face. Put the mask back on.
Well, we have to take the mask off, you genius. Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, no.
Yeah, per Reuters.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will.
According to Reuters, patients who want to drive through Botox sign up at Salzhauser services online, paying an average of $600.
And that's where I tell you, see a need, fill a need.
Yeah, that's
With botulism.
botulism. That should have been the title.
You chose the title. I don't even know what you chose.
Yeah.
Not as good.
No.
Got it.
No. It's not, but I tried.
Okay.
I did my
Good
best.
enough.
So yeah, so if you happen to be living in Florida, in the Miami area, and you are in desperate need of a Botox, Michael Salzhauer, also known as Dr. Miami, is your guy.
He's your man.
He's your man.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to stand by your man.
Quarantined artist, FKA rule number 5, jackhole.
Uh-huh.
If people were wearing the mask they're supposed to, you wouldn't see the Botox lips anyway.
Yeah, but they don't wear the masks. People don't wear those things. I don't. I think they're stupid. I don't need. I can't breathe in the damn things.
I can't either, and I've had to wear them while I was working up here in New Jersey. Actually, I have to wear them to do anything here in New Jersey.
Oh, that's right.
I can't leave the hotel without having a face mask.
Oh, I would never leave.
Actually, I really can't even leave the room without having a face mask.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't leave. I would stay and.
But I want to go.
Unless you had to go to work.
I want to go downstairs and get coffee, and because they only have the 1 cup thing and up here, and I drink that really quick. And
wait a minute. So even to go downstairs, like literally
Yes.
leave the room?
I mean, leave the room.
Oh wow. When you said that, I was assuming like leave the room as in the hotel, not.
It's gradual increase here.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
That's a bit disturbing.
Yeah. Call out of the bag. Cat out of the bag. Yeah. No. Bad over there on the Twitters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweetimus Prime over on Twitter also. All about.
Sweetimus.
That's what I said. Sweetimus. All about the instant gratifications, but damn those YouTube ads. Especially now the multiple back-to-back can't skip kind.
Hell yeah.
I know. It's always about the inconvenience. See, I wasn't going to talk. This is so tangent, I know. But this brings up a good point. I remember when because everybody obviously used to watch regular, the 3-station TV.
Sure, yeah.
Terrestrial TV.
Yeah.
You had the commercials and all that crap and blah, blah, blah. Then they came out with the streamers, the Hulus and the Netflix and everything else. And then you're like, oh, well, we're going to get these and we pay and we don't have to see commercials. We can just watch the show.
Right.
Uh-huh. Netflix.
YouTube has the same thing now.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, but Netflix doesn't do commercials.
Right.
And I pray to God they never do.
Hulu does.
No, I know. Hulu does. And just like watching regular TV. And I've been confused by this because I'm like, okay, I pay you people what?
So I don't have to have a commercial.
Yeah, it's like $10 or $11 a month. I shouldn't have to get a commercial. If you're gonna throw it should be like what at the very least I would accept what YouTube used to be. 1
At the very beginning.
at the very beginning. 30 seconds.
Let it go.
Let it go. Yeah, exactly. And they don't do that. I'm trying to me and the girlfriend are watching Vikings and on Hulu and
You're fighting it. You're fighting all
I'm
the
like,
commercials.
this is killing me here. And they add to it. So they'll tease you. They'll have one at the very beginning. They'll say one of one ad. And it'll be the very beginning. And then the next commercial break will be 2 ads. And then the last one will be like 3 ads. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Progressively adding ads to your stuff.
I paid to stop this. What the hell? Anyway, back to over on the Twitters. Quarantine artist FKA rule number 5, Jack Holt. The garage, Botox, and Chinese massage parlor. You want happy ending?
$10.
We get rid of your cat.
Insomnia Slug. Seems weird to me that Botox treatment doesn't freak out people who freak out over Rona. But what do I know? I'm just a slug.
We didn't start the Rona.
No, we didn't. No. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Well, I don't know. I am just, hey.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okie dokie.
Instead, let's talk about coffee.
Let's talk about coffee. Coffee that you can't have.
Well, I will have.
But you can't have.
Not yet.
Soon. Like tomorrow. Tomorrow.
You don't know how much I'm waiting for that.
Yes, I do. Because
yeah,
I know
you
what.
do. Actually, yeah, you do. You know.
I know exactly what it's like to not have the coffees.
In reach.
Yes.
It's not here.
It's like, oh darn, where is it?
Sometime tomorrow.
It's not fair.
I don't care what time I get home tomorrow. I'm probably going to have a cup.
I would.
I really don't care. Whatever time I get home, cup of coffee immediately. I need a detox.
It's 2:30 in the morning. I don't care. I
Don't
need the
care.
coffee.
Give me coffee.
That's what I do. I have it late night. And the same coffee that everybody should be getting it from.
Right.
AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It is the thing. AmericanPrideRoasters.com is historically great coffee.
It's weird.
It's the best coffee to me, bar none. I can say confidently that I have never had a better cup of coffee. I've had some that come close.
Very close.
Very close. Surprisingly, one of them I had to get from Walmart.
You know what?
However,
the Walmart brand isn't that bad.
It's not. Now it's not.
It's cheap. It's super cheap.
It's not APR for sure.
No, it's super cheap.
Yeah. If you are like hard up and desperate and you don't have 2 nickels to rub together, okay. But no. And the thing is APR coffee is not expensive coffee either. You know, you can get. I'm trying to think when the last time we ordered coffee.
I don't know.
It's been a month or so.
I know the last time I ordered it was it was almost a month and a half now.
Yeah, and so you spend you could spend $40 and not buy coffee again for another month. Sometimes 2, depending on how much coffee you drink. Now I drink a lot, so
I do too. And last time I got a lot, so I was happy.
Yeah. I gotta start making the wish list, so I get ready to order some soon. But yeah, go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com. You'll get flavored coffee. If you're somebody like me who's trying to cut back on the sugars and the creamers and the sweeteners, I recommend the flavored beans. You can get everything
because it's great.
Because it is great. You can get everything from blueberry donut hole to chocolate covered strawberries
to Watson's white chocolate caramel.
Yep, that's another good one. There's just so many of them there that you could choose from. And if you're not, if for some reason you feel like, I'm not a flavored guy, I just want a good cup of Joe, get the Washington, a bag of Reagan.
If you get a pound of Reagan right now, you can get a pound of Washington for only half off.
There you go. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, don't forget.
The Mojo 50 brand is another. I mean, they're all great, just regular, cups of coffee.
For somebody named Insomnia Slug, she is blaspheming coffee. Letting us know that DM makes decaf as well.
Now you watch your mouth.
Right?
We don't speak of such things.
This is that. Who do you think we are?
God.
The Huxtables?
I just had a sudden urge to do a Bill Cosby impression. No, you.
This is not Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I know this. Now I hear
Decaf coffee.
this decaf. You know, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed
Yeah.
because it is an option in case you don't do the caffeines and you can still
Right. If
have
you
it.
love the flavor of coffee, but you can't handle the calf,
He does have decaf.
he has the decaf.
and that's fine. It's good stuff. Still, if
It's good. It's still good. It's still the same taste.
yeah, it's the same taste, but
It's not.
I don't love coffee that much. I mean, even if it's APR, I don't love coffee enough just to have the taste. Like it's a package deal for me.
Where's the bell?
I know. I'm sorry. It is. It's a package deal where I can turn around and you get the kick from the caffeine and the flavor from the coffee, and you mix that together, and that's what coffee is. If you take one away from it, it's not coffee, and it's not worth drinking to me.
Yeah. Well, that's also you also drink it black. So once again, some people like sugar and cream.
Yeah, some people do. Some people like to defame and deflower such an amazing nectar of the gods. But who am I to judge?
I say add two. Whatever.
Who am I to
Whatever.
judge?
Neither is that.
Not myself. But go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com and pick up yours today. AmericanPrideRoasters.com. Proud sponsor of Mojo 50.
Not necessarily us.
So apparently, I'm trying to. We're
What?
being told that apparently we're low.
Yeah, your volume's low.
Yeah.
Did you make sure that the output on the board was like all the way up? It's the two volume bars on the far right.
Yeah, no, they're all the way up.
Okay, then that's all you can do.
It's all I can do. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Yep.
It's
More than likely, it's got two. It's probably twofold. One, my volume is never going to be as loud as it needs to be on this setup.
Yeah.
And you're not talking as loud as you usually do. So.
Well, yeah, because the children and it's
Stuff.
I feel safe. I could feel safer being louder when you're here because then I feel like there's a blocker. When it's just me sitting here, I'm like, "Urgh."
Yeah. So Dylan's speaking a little softer, and my volume is only going to get so loud.
Before it distorts. Yeah, and I've been making the effort to directly talk into the mic like that. So
we're trying.
we're working on it, guys. It'll be
right.
It'll be better.
This is what happens on a night show, on a every night show that happens to be in the middle of a house with no insulation.
Well,
right?
that and when one of us is on the road.
Yeah, one of us is on the road. It really doesn't help. Anyway, continuing forward.
Well, we only got like a minute.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're at 9:26. I know. We spent so much time on coffee and
yapping on nothing.
I know. You know what? And I'm okay with that. Technically,
So am I.
Technically, and this is a quick reminder, we will not be live tomorrow. We'll be doing a replay as Steven will be traveling back, and it's just and Friday morning. Whoops, Friday Free Speech Friday. It's not the same if we're not all together.
Right.
And with
so since I don't know if I'm going to be there, I've just said we're going to hold a replay. It won't be a big deal. And we'll get to everything next week.
Yep. So, just as a reminder to everyone, in case you're like, "Oh, I can't wait to listen. It'll be better." Blah 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 blah. Nope. No.
Nope. Not happening.
So,
just so you know.
Sorry.
Be aware.
Yeah. So you can tweet at me, and we'll maybe we'll have a conversation or something. But
we'll talk about it now.
Once we're off, we're done. So. Everybody. Anyway, but no, you just need to make sure you're safe driving back in your fancy car.
Fancy car.
It is a fancy car. Don't you love it when the rental place turns around and they kind of go, "Oh, sorry, this is all we have."
That literally was the thing. Hey, this is all we got. Are they okay with you driving this? I was like, yeah, they don't care.
It's like, oh yeah, no, I'm sure they'll be fine. So, all right, guys, that sound means we got to take a break, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
Like we're not always taking a break.
This whole show is one giant hour break.
Isn't it great though?
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't call I got a Challenger, not a Charger. A Challenger. I wouldn't call a Challenger a fancy car.
It is to me.
I mean, it has a lot of fancy technology, but it's not any different than any new car out there.
Yeah, but I mean, I like it. If I had one though, I'd be tempted to paint it like the General Lee. Which is a grand idea, especially right now.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. It's great.
Tell me I won't get shot at.
Oh yeah, you will.
Oh well. They'll get over it.
No, they won't.
Yeah, they will.
No, they won't.
Sure they will.
Only if you have the horn.
Well, it wouldn't be the General Lee without the horn. Yeah. I was going to put that on my truck at one time ago.
So my dad used to have a big blue truck called a Big Blue. Very original, I know.
I can't say nothing. I called mine the Big Green Machine.
Uh-huh. Well,
or
so
Mean Green.
He installed a fancy horn
Uh-huh.
on his. And it was programmable. It had over 200 different sounds that he could just press a button and play it, and it would play out the front end.
200?
Yeah, he had 200 different sounders.
And is it like individually different sounds, or are we talking just different tones?
Like, everything.
Wow.
Yeah, like he had actual truck horn and the whole deal.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. All right. Shh.
I think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
I swear that is the quickest 2 minutes.
Isn't it though?
It really is. No, which is funny though. When you listen to the podcast on the other side, it feels like
Feels like forever, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. And I'm not
But
sure.
for
why.
us, it's like it's so quick.
Maybe it's because we got the timer up and we're watching the seconds count by.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. No, I don't have it up over here.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. I see it and it's like, well, that's
There.
watching time slip away.
Yeah, that's
If
continued.
I could save time in a bottle.
I would crack it open and then let it loose because that's not cool.
That's time's not meant to be caged.
You can't contain time.
Go to Mojo 50. This is Defenders Live. Go to mojo50.com. Check out everything going on over there, all the amazing hosts, the awesome shows that are going on. Things constantly updating and changing all the time.
Yes.
Check it out. It's good times had by all. When you're done, go over to our website, doaeshow.com. That is doaeshow.com.
We're actually doing a nice thing.
We are.
We're doing a thing.
We are doing a service.
Yeah. And we are not servicing, but we are doing a service. There's clarification there.
Yeah, we need to make sure that detail is completely understood and ironed out. We don't want any.
We are doing a service. We are not servicing.
And we're doing a service for a good fella.
Yeah.
Who well he reached out to Steven about a month ago or so.
Yeah, it was about a month. Yeah,
about a month ago and told him his story of woe, his tale of woe.
It was whoa.
Yeah. And it was like, whoa. Okay. I mean, it was a sad story. This gentleman was in tears,
crying.
It was weeping. It was
Yep.
He was so devastated. He was so sad.
Crying so hard he was laughing.
Well, people do weird things when they're, completely depressed and dejected like that. It's
pain.
just, yes, the anguish and stuff will cause you to do some crazy things. Sometimes people do laugh.
Yep.
And that's exactly what this gentleman was doing. And so he reached out and he asked us to help, and so we've helped. So if you would go to doaeshow.com,
Yes.
The header at the top, click on it, enter your information to help assist, to help benefit this
Individual.
gentleman, this individual.
It's it's in the menu bar.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see it.
It's right there.
It's not very hard. It's very difficult to miss.
You sure it's not hard?
It's very difficult to miss.
Gotcha.
That's
So
all I'm saying.
one would.
It's a very big header.
That's what she said.
And what we're talking about is Watson's dejected dingling.
It's so sad.
We're holding a giveaway for Watson's dejected dingling because Watson himself has told us that he neglects his dingling.
He does. And
He keeps it on a shelf and does nothing with it.
so it just sits there.
Just sits there. He hasn't touched it in ages. And it needs love.
It does.
It needs love.
The dingling needs to be caressed.
Yes, all it needs is love.
It needs a good washing, some good TLC. It needs to go to a good home.
Somebody needs to play with it.
And that someone out there, I'm sure, could be
be you.
you.
Yes,
I mean, if
it could be.
if not you, why not?
Right. If not you, then who?
You got to step up and be that change.
Mm-hmm.
And be
Why can't we be friends?
Well, that's a long story. It just started. you still owe me $20 from that. Oh, just saying.
Anyway, go to doaeshow.com, doaeshow.com. If you go into the headers where you see the menu bar and all the rest of it, you'll see Watson's. Really?
What?
Yep. So, go over there.
What?
Click on the button that says Watson's Dejected Dingling Giveaway and put your name in a hat because obviously he doesn't want it, but he wants you to have it.
Well,
He'd be happy to give it to you.
He would.
Watson would be happy to give it to you.
Over
His
and
dingle.
over.
As long as you play with it.
I like this version. It sounds like something you'd hear on like Sesame Street or something.
Almost, yeah. Anyway.
There we go. That wasn't the version I meant to hit, but we'll take it.
I know it wasn't. You were trying to go for the original, but that's all right.
Well, it's because I couldn't find the original like directly. I have it in a playlist. And so I was scrolling through the playlist, and I'm like, I'm not finding it. I'm like, wait a second. I have another playlist that's just Chuck Berry. Let me go over there.
There it is.
And I found it, and I clicked it. And I'm like, well, there's the one I was after. Okay. I need to save that. That needs to stay there.
Somewhere, yeah.
No, because that way we could have it play and be ready, because I needs me some of that.
Yeah, make sure you get there by the end of the month. That's when we're gonna do the drawing.
Yes, for
FYI.
Watson's Dejected, Neglected Ding-a-ling.
Yes. Continuing on.
So, Beetlejuice is back in the news.
Wait.
Mayor Beetlejuice?
Oh, that Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Mayor Beetlejuice is back in the news.
Mayor Deadface.
Yeah, or as we've affectionately known as Donna King. Or what was the other one? We had another name for another name picked up.
We had like 5 names for this one.
I know, and I'm trying to remember
Go.
them all. I mean,
Continue.
But anyway, anywho's, Donna King, a.k.a. Beetlejuice, a.k.a. Mayor Lightfoot. said she's hopeful that major retailers will reopen the Chicago stores that were looted or otherwise damaged during protests surrounding George Floyd's killing by police in Minnesota.
Minnesota. Wait, what is she doing? Sorry?
She's hopeful that the major retailers in Chicago, the stores that were all looted and burned and destroyed.
In Minnesota.
No. Lightfoot is in Chicago.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Okay. Anyway.
But she's unsure of one of the biggest. Beetlejuice said that she was in a conference call with Walmart and other major retailers that had stores looted or heavily damaged during the unrest in Chicago. She said she pleaded with them not to abandon Chicago. Quote, I think in the case of Walmart, what they were focused on was assessing the damage. They're doing an effort to donate fresh produce, and to the extent of what is left, it doesn't perish, and other perishables, and they're taking their time, as I would expect.
Well,
end quote.
No. I think that Virginia Jackal has this one down.
Oh, does she?
Over on the MeWe's.
Uh-huh.
Don't do a damn thing to send cops to help my business, but you want me to be open to reopen?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hells no.
And this is not the first time this kind of stuff happens.
Right.
Don't leave because
this is well beyond the first time.
Oh, I know. Can you imagine though if Chicago is the only city that doesn't have a Walmart?
That would be really awkward.
That would be really awkward. You know why? Because and I don't know how everybody else feels about it, but those of us that live in very small towns, I've grown up as many times before as I've alluded to, have grown up in north central North Carolina, the back little woods out there since I was 6. We used to gauge whether or not a town was big as if it had a Walmart. Didn't matter what else it had. If it had a Walmart, it was a big town. Yeah. So if you don't have a Walmart, you're nothing. And I know Chicago is a little bit more elitist than that, and they don't see things like that. However,
they're more elite. Okay. You want to know what's going on in Chicago?
Mm-hmm.
A mutual friend of ours who lives in Chicago, lives downtown Chicago, can't go back to Chicago.
Why?
Well, it turns out that Chicago lifted all the bridges, closed all the off-ramps, and will not allow anybody in or out of Chicago because of the violence, looting, and destruction going on.
So they've literally sealed the city off.
They've sealed off the city of Chicago. Oh, and by the way, this guy's neighborhood, which happens to be a pretty uptown neighborhood, all the business, he lives obviously in an apartment because it's Chicago, all the businesses below his apartment complex, windows are crashed in, everything's broken.
Oh man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kevin Hutch is over on MeWe. Mayor Lori Beetlejuice Iron Fist wants the stores to open so she can shut them again to protect us from the virus.
Well, first off, Kevin, good job on the naming. Secondly,
that's fantastic.
I never again want you to refer to her as Iron Fist. I don't want to know what she does at home.
Oh, that's not right.
I don't want to know. And how do you know, sir?
It's been a busy Friday afternoon. Oh.
Yeah, it has.
Oh. Yeah, there were earlier reports that Walmart expected to rebuild all stores trashed by looters and vandals, but the company officials later said they would open some stores and would not say which ones. The mayor said most of the others said they were committed to Chicago. She said she hopes Walmart follows suit. Walmart. Quote, my hope is that they will come back. But I've got a resounding, Mayor, this is our city, this is our home, from a lot of other retailers, and I would hope that Walmart would follow suit. End quote.
Well, it's not their city.
It's not.
They built this city.
On rock and roll?
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah. I don't think Walmart is not going to go. However, I find it funny that the one store, and again, this kind of relates back to the country side of things, the slow side. I say slow, the slow living side of things, the easier life. Normal Americans, I would argue, and not everybody likes Walmart.
Right.
I understand that. A lot of people are very much a Target person, and that's cool.
That's whatever.
But Walmart, to me, is kind of one of the icons of the very people that people like Beetlejuice and, all these other crazy progressive leftists, that's a symbol of, who everyone they hate is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything that they want to stop. They don't want people to go to the Walmart and pick up a one-stop shop of all this other stuff and blah, 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 blah. They want you to go to, these fancy, big, elitist type stores and
spend money on crap that you don't need that costs 10 times the price.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm not saying that Walmart is the perfect place to be, or it's this. No.
Nowhere close.
It's not. But at the same time, that Walmart, as far as I'm concerned, is very synonymous with, regular America.
Well, that makes sense, though.
I know. I'm just saying. It's just I find it ironic that, it could be a sign that regular America is finally getting away from crap, or at least starting to.
No, that's nowhere close to true.
No, but it would be. It's a guy can dream.
That's you being very hopeful.
I am.
No.
I am.
Not while we still have videos of people screaming at each other for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, I've been getting some humdingers where all day today.
Yeah, buddy.
My buddy Brian has been sending me stuff all day long. Of protesters, actually. And it's funny, a lot of protesters are setting off fears of a second wave of the Wu-Tang clap. Oh.
Really?
Uh-huh. This is an article from New York? I don't remember though, actually.
Oh.
Hold on. Don't yawn. I'm not that boring. Oh yeah.
I don't know.
CBS 2. So this is CBS 2 and CBS out of New York. This is actually really interesting here. So again, coming from New York, you kind of have to take this with a grain of salt. New York City. The first line, the virus may be spreading during marches.
Okay.
And also in holding cells.
Okay.
See the people who are the protesters that are being arrested for looting.
They all have coronas?
No. But they're being kept in overcrowded pens, fearing coronavirus could spread within holding cells.
There's no such thing as overcrowded pens. It's a holding cell.
Yeah.
And it's New York.
Yeah.
How are they holding them anyway? They have a law that says you can't.
Yeah. Apparently, there's some people who don't know that. More than 13,000 people have been arrested while protesting around the nation this week. Now, you have to bear in mind, I'm going to read this story, and you need to pay attention. Again, this is coming from New York. This is from CBS New York. You need
Still on catch and release, though, bud.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, listen to the words. Words are important. Words matter.
Okay.
What you say and how you say it make a huge difference. So keep an ear out because they're already starting to conflate things. Because they're talking about how all these people are being arrested and how overcrowded it is and blah, 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 blah. And the first stat that they quote is 13,000 people have been arrested while protesting around the nation.
Oh.
Not in New York.
Around the world.
Well, around the nation at least. But yeah, pay attention. That's what I'm saying. Pay attention to the wording here.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Marty Gould Cummings says he and others were peacefully protesting police brutality Tuesday when they say the NYPD arrested several of them along the West Side Highway, escalating another crisis. That's COVID-19. Oh, God.
Shut up.
Yeah. Quote. We were then put in a hallway, and about 100 of us at a time, and shoulder to shoulder with no mask and no social distancing.
You were shoulder to shoulder with no mask and social distancing a minute ago.
Yeah.
On the middle of the highway.
Yep.
You were literally holding on to each other.
Uh-huh. Protesters say the holding pens they're being kept in are overcrowded, making it impossible to socially distance.
It's overcrowded by the same people you were standing next to.
Yeah. You were not social distancing literally before you got arrested. And you're standing next to those exact same people, and now suddenly it's an issue.
Do you really think that being outside will stop you from passing along germs that you touch each other with?
Activists are criticizing the NYPD, saying the department's decision to arrest protesters for misdemeanors rather than issuing tickets is creating a potentially life-threatening situation.
No, it's not. You know what creates a life-threatening situation? Putting your ass on the highway, standing in front of cars like morons.
Yeah. Quote, our clients are very worried about that. We've seen that jails have been incubators and epicenters for the virus. This is according to Corey Stoughton, the legal aid of the Legal Aid Society. Translation, it's the group of legal people who basically give out free legal aid.
No. This guy's a secretary.
Well, he is. I'm saying the Legal Aid Society is.
Yeah. But legal aids are not lawyers. They're secretaries of lawyers.
Yeah.
they know some law.
Yeah. And they just
they're
go out
giving
and
you advice.
Yeah, they just go out and say what they're told to say.
Right.
Let's see. Across the city and country, doctors are bracing for a second wave of coronavirus due to massive protests. Health officials say that the most effective way to stop COVID-19 is by social distancing, wearing masks, and hand washing, which is really funny considering the fact that Surgeon General came out saying that wearing a mask is not actually doing any good. It's actually hurting you.
Yeah, because it stops you from breathing properly, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. Guidelines are difficult to follow during a demonstration.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they really aren't. And even if they were, then maybe you shouldn't be looting a Target.
Maybe you shouldn't be throwing Molotov cocktails.
I'm just saying.
Maybe the smoke and the burning is really not that great for the air around you. And maybe you're just polluting the environment, you racist.
Maybe. I don't know. Quote, we know that yelling projects respiratory droplets much further than just talking. And these people are, of course, less than 6 feet away from each other. And so my concern is there's going to be a tremendous amount of transmission. This is according to Dr. Lynn Horowitz, a internist at Lenox Hospital in NYC. Now, in all fairness, I've watched enough of these things, at least of the riots and junk lately, and a lot of people are wearing masks. Let's be honest. It's not.
But they're wearing masks not to cover their face from the coronas. They're wearing a mask to cover their face from the police.
No, I know. But they're doing the, two birds, one stone kind of thing. It's like a multi-purpose tool. It really is.
That was just you.
No, I'm pretty much a one-trick pony. Yeah. To keep numbers low, city leaders in Newark, New Jersey are urging those who participated in marches to get tested immediately.
Nice. That's the funniest thing. We're gonna pick the protesters in the most polite protest group and ask them to go get tested.
And tell them to go get tested.
The ones that aren't getting arrested, we're gonna take those guys and tell them to go get tested.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just force a test on everybody in the holding pen?
You would think that'd be a way to go, but whatever. You could. I mean,
you could. And then if anybody's sick, guess what? You all stay here.
Yep.
for 14 days in quarantine.
Yeah.
You can all get sick, and you can all stay here.
Yep. However, protesters say the true change has to come from how the police handle peaceful protesters. Now, just so we're clear, you as the protester, you as the individual who has been arrested for violating a legal order,
Right.
don't exactly get the ability to describe yourself, if that
As
makes
peaceful?
sense. Yeah, you can't sit here.
You can't self-claim.
I'm sorry, but you are marching, and there's a lot of people, and just for clarity, there are a lot of people who have been doing these marches who haven't looted, they haven't robbed anything, they haven't damaged
Right.
anything. They were honestly were being peaceful. They were just
Right.
marching along, and other people were acting a fool. There is such a thing as a guilty by association. And I'm sorry, but if you're walking in a group of, 10,000, whatever, however many people there were at a time, that'll go down the street, and most of these cats, or even some of these guys, are going in and looting and destroying and damaging things, guess what? You're there.
If 10% of a crowd of 10,000 is looting and pillaging, it's 1,000 people looting and pillaging.
Yeah. And unfortunately, when you do something like that, they don't exactly sit and decide how to pick and choose. They're not going to go, oh, well, were you there? Because then how do you verify it?
Basically, were you there? Yes. You're guilty.
You're guilty by association. You don't
Well,
want...
I didn't do it. I don't have any proof of that.
Yeah, and people will complain about it and say, oh, well, that's not fair. That's not how the government... That just
It
shows the
is
corruption.
fair. That's exactly how the system works, and that's how the system has always worked.
Do you
Guilty
know-
by association. If you're in a car
Uh-huh.
during a crime that involves that car, you are guilty by association if you have not stopped the crime.
Do you know how you avoid being guilty by association?
Don't hang out with those stupid people.
Oh, yeah. No. I was going a little bit broader than that. You start learning to be personally accountable.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
For yourself. You sit here and look at things and go, you know what? This is where I stand on things. I do not approve of them doing this, so I am going to leave. I'm going to set up something else, or I'm going to demonstrate another way, or I'm going to, give those jackasses time to get way in front of me, and then I will come walking along by myself, or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just in the instance of the rioting and the looting and all that jazz. That could be for anything, though. You don't want to get in trouble for something, whether you agree with the law the way it's being ran, or you think it's fully corrupt, or somewhere in the middle. You want to keep your head above water. You want to be above board. You have to start policing yourself. And nobody does that. Nobody takes accountability for their own actions. Nobody stops and goes, well, gee, I shouldn't do this. It's always about somebody else. It's someone else's fault. They made me do it. All of this crapola.
Right.
And it's just vomitous.
It's pretty horrendous, honestly.
Yeah. Kevin Hutchins over on MeWe's. I hold the peaceful marchers most responsible for the virus. The rioters, I keep wanting to say Reuters, the rioters and looters couldn't do what they do without having cover of massive numbers of people on the street blocking the police and firefighters. And that's true. That's true. The peaceful marchers allowed their actual meaningful point that they're trying to get across to be hijacked by a bunch of jackasses who wanted to turn around and take advantage and profit and everything else from off the situation. Period.
Yes, correct. It's like any time that we talk about when we talk about certain religions and factions.
Yep.
And we say, well, there's an X amount of people in your religion, let's say 10, 15, 30%, that want to kill everybody. And they use your religion as a basis. You don't say shit about it, it's your fault too.
Well, I don't know. But anyway, so, and I did fail again in getting the numbers together. Sorry. Lep's gonna be so mad. He's like, "Damn it! I did all this work, and you're not giving."
Twice a.
I know. It's my. I apologize. I really did. I didn't even hit. It's such a long day at work today. But real fast, I find this funny. Sweetimus Prime over on Twitter's. If I change my name to Sweetimus Prime, would the AI pronounce it like Sweetimus?
No.
Probably not. I would intentionally start saying it the right way now, just to make sure. Can't help it. What can I say?
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Defenders Live, Mojo50. Follow us on all the social medias at DOAE Show, Mojo50 Radio. We will see y'all Monday. Take it easy.
Later.
Bye, y'all.
That was wonderful. Bravo! I loved that. Oh, it was great. Well, it was pretty good. Well, it wasn't bad. Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good. It could have been a lot better. I didn't really like it. It was pretty terrible. It was bad. It was awful.